Welcome back. It's 5:44 with just a few days left in February, Black History Month. This weekend is a great way and a great opportunity to look back at all the contributions Black Western New Yorkers have made around Western New York.
Taylor Epps is joining us live to show you how you can appreciate all that's been accomplished and takes a look at how things are changing in the African American Heritage Corridor.
Ed and Katie, good morning. Well, it's never too early to get into some music, right? Well, we're here at the Historic Colors Musicians Club and talking a little bit about how, things date back to 1917 here and all of the rich history we have here in Buffalo. And to tell us a little bit more about that history, we're joined this morning by George Scott. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Glad to be here and glad to have you here.
So, if people want to learn a little bit more about Black history and they want to come down here or do a virtual tour here at the Colored Musicians Club, what kind of things can they learn?
Well, they'll learn pretty much how this whole thing started. Back in the early 1900s, you had to have a union card to be able to play in most clubs. And of course, with segregation, they couldn't join the regular union. But in 1917, they were allowed to have their own union. It would be known as 533. And from that point on, Buffalo was on the map as far as jazz music goes. I mean, we had the great of the greats came here. They registered here first, in fact, down here on this floor, and they would play throughout the city. And when they got done with their gig, they would go upstairs, they would have a meal, a drink, and then if they liked what they heard, they would jam with the local musicians.
Wow.
And this was how the local musicians got discovered and in most cases toured with these major names and in some cases became famous themselves.
Well, George, this is so cool, and we talk a lot about the rich history, but you guys have a bright future going on here as well. Tell me a little bit about some of the changes you guys have planned coming up.
Well, thanks to the governor, we will have an addition that will be on the rear of the building. With that, now we'll have an elevator so you can get up into the second floor. So it would be helpful for the elderly and the handicapped. In addition to that, we'll be expanding our music program, so we plan on having live music every night. We're going to bring back our students, as far as lessons for them, and we'll have a room where we can do lectures for history students and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of great things happening in this building.
George, that's awesome. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. And in the meantime, if you want to check things out here, you can do a tour virtually. All you have to do is sign up online. And the guided tour and tickets for that are $15, and the unguided tour is $10. And coming up in our next half hour, we're diving even deeper into history, and we're going to head over to the Nash House Museum. But for now, we're live in Buffalo. Taylor Epps, 7 Eyewitness News.
I'm just looking at the greats here on the Colored Musicians websites. Duke Ellington, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, Lena Horne. I mean, they've all made stops the 30s and 40s at the Colored Musicians Club. How cool is that? Buffalo is so rich with history.
It's like, well, I guess we've heard of a few of them, right?
Yeah.